Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. I think. Pretty sure it's Tuesday. Uh, Let me think. What have I done this week? I haven't really done anything this week. No, that's not true. I guess we're still trying to Okay, so in order to cut fabric, and have somewhere to do things like tracing patterns and that kind of stuff, I've got to get the dining room table in order. We've talked about this before. So one of the issues with this is that on the dining room table, we have sort of like a pile of like kitchen, like bakeware and like cookware and stuff, pans and like cake pans and stuff like that we don't use very often. But they've just kind of gotten put there because there's like not another like convenient place to put them, and they just kind of get sat there. And so we have to like find someplace else to put those so that we can use the table. And it's one of those things where like the whole problem with the table is that like it's one of those irritating things where in order to do this task that you need to do, you have to first do this other task. And before you can do that task, you have to do this task over here. And so on and so forth. And so there's like this long string of tasks that must be done before you can get to the thing that you actually want to do or need to do. And that's what's going on here. So one of the things that needs to be done is, in order to get these like random pans and stuff off the table, is that I need to clean out a cabinet in the kitchen and reorganize it. And it is just taking a long time because I can't do very much at a time because I get so like exhausted. I burn out really quickly. And it's like it's a whole thing. Anyway, so I've been doing a little bit at a time, but it's like it's just taking a long time and it's not very enjoyable. But that's what I've been doing this week, is like a little bit at a time working on this cabinet. And it's a ridiculous amount of work for, what it is. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard, but, also it's just taking a long time and it's very boring. But hopefully I'll get that done soon. And then, I mean, that's not the only thing that needs to be done. There are other similar things that need to be done in order to like clear the table in a reasonable way, where we can actually like where it can be useful and not just end up with more piles of stuff put back on it. So we'll see how that goes. But that is basically the main thing that I've been doing this week. I've been trying to make plans for sewing and knitting and things like that, but it's not getting very far as yet. So that's it. That's what I've got going on this week. Yeah, that's all. Okay, I love you. I will see you next week. I'm sorry this was not a very interesting update. I'm cleaning out a cabinet. Woo. But, that's what is happening this week. I wish that I had something more interesting, but that's all I've got. So, I love you all. I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.